look at this. This is curb rash and I've damaged my wheel. If I had this on, it wouldn't be this bad. If I had this on, maybe my wheel wouldn't even be damaged. Of course, it depends on how hard you hit the curb, but this is a minor touch on the curb and my wheel is now permanently damaged, which I feel so bad. This is going to not only protect it from future curb damage, but it's gonna hide it, so it's gonna look like I never made a mistake. This is the rim case from MacBack, and basically it's gonna go around the rim just like this. You can get it in black, white, or even red. I went with the black one, and there's 10 pieces right here and one valve stem segment. Super easy to put on. We're gonna put it on right now. This one is for the 21-inch Uber turbine wheels. Just make sure you get the right model for the size wheel you have, and I'll show you guys what you get inside. So you open it up, and you have some alcohol wipes. This is so that you can clean your old wheel, but it's actually very important that you understand that during the installation procedures, there are protective films that you have to install before snapping on the rim case. Now these are easy to snap on, but you gotta prepare it. You gotta put on protective film. Why? Because you don't want the wheels to be scratched underneath it. So we're gonna go ahead and follow the instructions on how to do it. You got the alcohol wipes right here, and then you have the protective films right here. So these are your protective films, and then you have your pieces. You have the valve stem piece that's gonna go over here for your valve stem, and you can see these are the pieces. You got 10 segments total, and if you open up this, you can see all the segments. We got 10 of these right here, and these pieces, basically they're gonna go around, and the way they work is they interlock with each other. So you can see when you have this piece here, for example, this piece here, you see how there's an interlock piece right there? That keeps everything together, so it's very solid. And I love that it's black, so it fits seamlessly and you won't even notice it's there. And you see right here, here's my damage. When you put this on top, look at that. It's gonna hide that damage, so it looks like I never made any mistake. And in the future, if something like this happens, this part will get damaged, and I can just replace this one piece. I don't even need to replace all 10 segments. Just this one piece, that would be all I need to replace. How cool is that? Let's go ahead and install it right now. So step one is place the arc protective film on the wheel perimeter above the spokes, right above there. We got these pieces right here above the spokes. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and use the alcohol wipe just to clean our wheels. So we're gonna have to put that there, and then we got these pieces over here that goes inside. So you have this on the outside, then once you satisfy with the position of the arc film, you're gonna flap it down and valve stem protection film on the areas between the spokes like this, body and valve stem. So let's go ahead and put the protective film on, but first let's clean it. So we have the alcohol wipes here. This is gonna help us clean everything. So open that up and clean it. And you guys know how to clean your wheels, so we're gonna go ahead and speed through this, but you can see I'm gonna clean this and make sure it's nice and clean, so that way the film, protective film, will stick. Well, this is nice. This is the wheel cleaning my wheel needs anyway, and this is the valve stem area. That part, we have the special piece of protective film on it. So clean around here. You see how dirty my wheels are, but they still look good, except this part right there. So we're gonna have to make sure that we hide that, so our wheels are gonna be beautiful again, and no one can know I made that boo-boo right there, except you guys knew. You guys know, but no one else will know, because we're gonna hide it with the rim case from MacBack, and we're gonna prevent future damage. Oh man, that's so painful. Beautiful rims destroyed. Oh well, it is what it is. So we use one wipe, that's enough to clean pretty much everything. So we're gonna go ahead and get the small piece right here and attach it. So this is it right here. Ooh, boom, right there. So let me see how we're gonna attach this piece. So this piece is going to go with these facing outside. All right, so let's go take one. Here we go. Got this piece here, and we'll stick it here. The cool thing is, even if you don't do this perfectly well, it's going to be hidden, so no one can see the mistakes underneath. So it's got a little curvature, so you can kind of put it like that, and then this folds over, so it gives it a little bit of extra protection, right? So you're gonna do that, and we're gonna go all around the wheel. We continue with the next one here. So this one over here, and they kind of have a little arc to them, and then this part folds down. All right, we're gonna go ahead and fast forward and get it all around the wheel. All right, so you can see we kind of did all the pieces around the wheel. Now we're gonna do the most painful piece, at least for me, because we gotta cover up this. And this is how you know no one's gonna see this piece here, because it's going to be behind the rim case. So there we go, put this right here. And we're gonna protect our wheel from any farther damage. Look at that damage right there. Ouch, right? All right, cover that up. Now we need to go and do the pieces in between. So that's these ones over here. And I'll show you how this works. And we got these pieces, there's one very special piece. This one's for the valve stem one. So the valve stem one is going to be unique too. So let's do that one first and see how that goes on. So we'll grab this piece here, and this is for the valve stem one. Uh-oh. There we go. So I'm going to put this on just like this. And basically what this is doing is it's going to protect our wheel underneath from any scratches that could happen from the rim case. But I don't think anything's going to happen, especially if you have this protecting it. So there we go. That's going to protect the valve stem area. I should have went a little bit lower. Actually, I could. Let me go a little bit lower on this, just a tad, right there. And then, there we go. So then now this part right here can tuck behind, just like this. And then now you're protecting the wheel. And this one is the valve stem area, right there. All right, so that's this piece. And let's go ahead and protect the rest of it over here. Let's do another one so you can see how it's done. We'll grab another piece here. Here we go. And notice their shape, their angle just for this wheel. See? It's perfectly angled like that. And again, you don't have to be perfect. It's not like wrapping your car. You just want to have it so that it's covering it. And the top part here, whoops. See, I messed up already. There we go. And the top part on here kind of folds over just like that, folds over just like that, and then this part just sticks down. So we're gonna repeat that all around, all right? So we got all these pieces here, everything is protected. I think we got just one more right here. Oh, look at that. That is the damage that we thankfully will cover up. And this is the last piece right here. Peel this off. And you don't have to be perfect on this because this is underneath. It's just to protect the wheels from getting any farther damage. And see, I messed up here. Lift back up and lay it back down. There we go. That's pretty good. Nest that there and nest this over the top. And then now our wheel is protected and we can start putting on our rim case. So we get all that. So once satisfied with the position of the protective film, fold the flaps, we did that. And then after all the protective films are installed on the wheel, proceed to clip the rim case segments. Start with the valve stem segment, remove the 3M adhesive backing by pulling on the little tabs, and then we'll start with the valve stem segment, this one right here. So look for the one that has the valve stem segment, and we're gonna start right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the 3M adhesive, and we'll start with this one. So the adhesive is already installed. You just lift that up. There's that, and then we got this side over here. And there's a little pull tab, so they make it really easy for you to take off the backing. Like that, boom. Okay, so carefully lay this on, and you're gonna snap it in. It looks like there's this hook right here that's gonna hook on the outside rim, and then this right here hooks on the inside. Clip the inner hook of the rim segment on the wheel by tilting side A, and then rotate to engage B. Okay, so we get A, so we're gonna pop this in up here. It's gonna be a little bit stretched, so let me see if I can rotate this up and pop it in. Okay, yeah, so you're stretching it. You can see right here, it's being stretched a little bit, so we're gonna go push up, and we're gonna have to snap it in. I can see why we put the protective film on top, because this is gonna rub against the wheel just a little bit as you install it, but there we go. There we go. Wow, it's gonna really protect. Wow, wow! I see how it holds on really good. That's a really good fit. That's incredibly tight fit. Okay, nice, nice. Okay, so now this one's holding from underneath and it's holding from above. And this one right here, when we have the other piece, it'll interlock it. It's really sweet. See how the outer lip and the inner lip, this is at the bottom and this is at the top. So this is how it actually hooks. So this part right here is at the bottom and this part at the top is hooking at the top. Really solid. Very solid hook. I like it. And if you want to, you can feel back here and you can feel it hooking on to your wheel. So that's how you test it. Very nice. And up here, yeah, it's definitely hooking on the top too. Harder to see, but that's it. So ensure that the inner hook is securely engaged with the inner lip of the rim. Use the palm of your hand to push on the rim case segment to have the outer hook clip over the outer lip of the rim. So here, you're just gonna go ahead and push this and it should secure. And of course, when we have the other segment, it's gonna secure this edge over there. So that's looking pretty good, pretty good. Now, one thing I would note is, you see how I can see a little bit of the protective film down here? If I had to do this again, I would lift this and install this just a little bit above here, because you can see how it shows up right here. So just keep that in mind, but you know, that is very hard to see, and if your wheel is dusty at all, that's not even going to be a factor. So we're gonna finish off this. Let's see how easy the second piece is. Remove that adhesive, and remove the adhesive backing. So from the valve stem, we're gonna work up this way. All right, so that's important. You don't go this way, you go this way. So we're gonna grab this right here, and we'll continue the same method. So this is gonna hook at the bottom. You see how this crazy hook, you're gonna hook at the bottom, and then we're gonna go over the top right here. And this does require a little bit of force. So you're gonna force it onto the top right here, push it, and you see how once it's aligned, it's gonna hook up to this piece over here. All right, so from here, you're gonna push up here, and we're gonna push down over here, and it's gonna snap into place. The rim case, oh, right there, you can see it snapping. There we go, there we go. And you see how it connects and lays on top of each other. Very solid connection. So, and then you're gonna push down here so there's no gap right there. That looks really clean. And then you push down over here. And yes, there's a little adhesive that holds this down, and we'll continue around until the whole wheel is covered. So that's the plan. We're gonna continue right here. I'll show you one more piece, and then we'll do the rest behind camera. So here's one more piece, and I got the hang of it now. It should be really easy. You lift this there, and you lift this over here. Again, you're gonna go down here, dig into this clip here. Once you got that clip solidified, right there, grab that clip. So this part right here, slide it up until it clips on. Then this part right here, you're gonna push it so it slides over your wheel and then latch on top of that. So this does take a little bit of force right here, so you're gonna slide up and push it over here. So here we go, sliding this one up, 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 and away. There we go. Once it's over, and it helps work at a little angle like that. See, a little angle is really good. And then work your way into it. Push this up right here, and continue, and it snaps in place, and you're good. Now I like to push here. You see, if you push here, you're gonna close that gap a little bit. There we go. And then now push this down and continue all around. So that's all it takes. We're gonna go ahead and do this part off camera. I'll be right back. So we snap all the way through, and it's kind of interesting because for the 21-inch Uber turbine wheel, you go counterclockwise as we install the pieces. But for the 20-inch wheel, you actually go clockwise. It's a little different, just keep that in mind, but ours is 21-inch, that's why we went all the way around, installing these pieces, and then now we're at the last piece right here. I took out the adhesive, so this one right here is going to snap over here, and it's going to finalize everything. But this one's a little tricky. I actually recommend doing this. Wedge this right in here, then clip this part down here like we've been doing all around, and then you're gonna use a little bit of force to push this in. Once this thing clips over here, you're done. So let me go ahead and use my palm for this one. So I like to use my palm. Just watch out for getting pinched. You don't wanna get pinched. Use your palm to push down, but watch out for the pinch, okay? So I'm gonna show you what it's looking like here. Actually, I won't use my palm. I'll use my thumb here, push this piece down, just like that, and that's it. It's installed. You see how we got this all installed? And now our wheel is protected with the rim case from MacBack. It looks really good. You can get it in black, white, or red, and it makes it look just OEM plus a little extra. What do you think? Does it look better than without the rim case? Either way, now my wheel is protected. You see how this now sits outside of the wheel? So when you hit the curb, it's going to protect your wheel. This might get scratched up, but this can be easily replaced. You can just get one segment and just replace that. Super easy, right? So this is the rim case by MacBack. Pretty awesome stuff. And if you remember from the beginning, remember when we had the scratch, you can see right here my tire is damaged, but this is now covered. You can't see any damage. The wheel looks like it's in mint condition because it looks mint from outside. Even though there's a little painful scratch inside, nobody can see the damage in my wheel. This definitely covers it up real well. The rim case from MacBack right here.